Hello, my name is Sean Ennis from Ennis Management, and thank you for joining me here on the Creative Collective. And today I'm honored to be joined by a very special guest. He's a singer from Miami, Florida, G-ROZ.
Thank you, Ennis. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So let's start with a little bit of your backstory. Where were you born and raised?
Well, I was raised in Miami, Florida.
And
And
where?
yes, I was born in Port-au-Prince, Haiti. But I don't know that much about Haiti because I came here very young, at a very young age. And basically all my life has been here in Miami, Florida, except when went away to play college basketball in New York City. Then afterward, came back again to Miami.
And where were your parents born?
My mother was born in the Dominican Republic, and my father was born in Haiti as well.
And what sort of influence has that had on your life and your music, having parents from different countries?
Well, as a matter of fact, growing up was very interesting because different languages, which is a plus for any individuals growing up, and that helped me a lot because it gives me basically two different cultures along with the American culture that I have. So with that, it really, it's almost like a melting pot. So I have all these three combinations together that molded me to who I am today. And I took a lot from my dad's culture, and I took a lot also from my mother's culture. You know, you always take the good in both. And sometimes you see the bad, but for certain people it can be bad, but for certain other individuals it's also good. So at times, people will tell me, growing up, wow, do you like more the Haitian side or the Dominican side, and or what? Just that. It doesn't matter. I'm a human being, and I'm American, but I have Haitian and Dominican blood in me, running through my vein. So it taught me a lot. So I truly love them. I love my mom. I love my dad. Wow, to the utmost that I can. I just don't know how to express my love for them. They did an excellent job raising me. My father, basically, he was old school. The type of guy that would never tell you at time, that he loves you or stuff like that, because that was his macho, But he shows it in different ways about what he gives you, what he hugs you, or he tells you stories about his life or about his business ventures, about everything that he have accomplished and what he's gone through. And on my mother's side, she's always the one who, till today, always want to baby you, always want to care for you, always want to do everything for you, And that gives me that type of heart that I always want to do, good for everybody. I want to help everybody, and I thank her for that because I had a non-for-profit organization, which was Tomorrow's Hope, and I did a lot of missionary work and also humanitarian work in Haiti, Dominican Republic, helping Nicaragua. So, but everything sometimes, comes to an end. But it gives me that, and I still today, I help the young kids a lot in the Dominican Republic with basketball, and I want to keep continuing doing this. And my singing is not basically just being stuck to just one part. I want to continue. For the summer, I did a mini camp, which was really nice. Brought some basketballs, brought different stuff. So right now I'm going to be doing also another campaign, so people can donate shoes, shorts, t-shirts for these kids that don't have shoes, and they are very talented. So that's what I've learned from having parents from two different countries.
And how was the music scene as you were in Miami, as you were growing up? How were you influenced by that?
basically, that's the breakdance time. The breakdance era, the rock and roll era. I always love, especially soft rock. I love soft rock. I'm a fan also of, Neil Diamond, Air Supply. Those were the ones I grew up with, really listening to a lot. But I still love the breakdance music. Hip hop wasn't really wasn't really a love of mine, because of my culture. I love more I like the Haitian music. I love the Dominican music. But at the same time, I love a lot of country music. Growing up with country music, rock, like I said, those were my style. But I love to dance, and I dance any music. But Miami was hot at that time. You're looking at the 80s, where music was hot, but we used to do prep. I don't know if you know what prepping is. We race to the hands, top, two hands down. So, it was cool. It was a nice dance era for me. My younger days was excellent. High school days, well, unbelievably fun.
Now, what genre of music do you consider your work to be, and how would you describe your music?
My music, like I mentioned, is right now is urban, which in Spanish I call it urbano. The urban music is trapo, dembo, which has a flavor of reggae, a little African, a little Caribbean in there. So you just mix all that together. I sing it in Spanish, and I try to put the English in it, because a lot of those artists right now that are Dominicans and Puerto Ricans, they basically sing only in Spanish. So I figured I have to put that flavor in there as well for other individuals that do not speak Spanish, or do not understand Spanish, or do not understand also English. So I'm putting it in there so that way they could feel it, and you have to listen to it, because it is really, really unbelievably groovy.
And who have been some of your musical influences and artists that have influenced your music?
Wow, there's a lot. I mean, Michael Jackson for sure. I mean, Prince, Bob Marley, Lucky Dube, Gregory Isaac, Neil Diamond, Charlie Pride. I mean, the list goes on with these guys. I just love them, and they're really pushed me and pumped me to right now to do what I'm doing.
And what is it about the artist that you just mentioned specifically that stuck out or resonated with you?
Determination. For example, Bob Marley, a lot of people may not know a lot about him, or they just listen to his songs, or they don't know exactly his background. He also did a lot for society, for his community, for his country, for everywhere, the world. I mean, he wanted to bring peace, hope, and that's what I want to do. I want to sing about stuff that means something, that could stop the violence. So I want people, especially the youth that listen to this music, for them to know that, what, I can sing that urban music but not having a tattoo. I could do this but not having a gold chain, but not, flashing dollars or the fancy cars and all that. That's what I want to resonate. And then Bob Marley was one of those guys, when I look at his story, and also, that stands out.
Now, I really commemorate you and applaud you for taking such a positive stance. Can you talk about why it's so important for you to really spread a positive message with your music?
Because right now, what a lot of people are portraying music, or even sports and all that, sometimes it's not reality. It's not reality, because you singing about so much cash, or so much flow, so much drugs and violence and all that, and at the same time, that same person, that same individual that's singing about these things, right? It's not even doing that, but yet you're giving that image to these young kids that probably don't have a good home base, that right now they don't have a high self-esteem, and they're going to believe in that music. They're going to believe that's the way that I should live. That's what I should do. You know, and also that have talent. They have a lot of kids with talent, a lot of them, but they're probably have in the back of their mind, if I don't put these gold chains, if I don't, smoke weed, if I don't do drugs, if I don't do coke, if I don't put them tattoos, if I don't try to be hard, if I don't drop my pants down, I'm not going to be cool. No producer going to like me. No one going to want to sign me. And right now, they're going to feel that they have to do the negative part. And I'm seeing it because I'm different to these producers. I'm different to these promoters. I'm very different. That's not what they're used to. They're not used to probably a singer that has education as I have. They don't, they fought for this country. They wants to do certain things. Or they have my age. Well, he's going to be 50 years old. What can he do? Can he still perform? He had surgery. Can he do that? Can he be on stage? You understand? So I'm trying to bring that positiveness to these kids. And also, not just these kids, but also individuals my age, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, that had dreams, but those dreams were shattered by whatever happened in their life. So they could say, you know what? I'm tired of this. Let me get up and do something about it. That's what I want them to do. You don't have to be cool to sing. You sing because that's the talent that God gives you. You sing because it's a mission. You sing because you want to make something good. You want to make people happy. You want to make people smile. Not just for people to just remember you, but make them smile, give them laughter, cure some mental health issues. Make them, think right now, you know what? This could be my sanctuary. Let me listen to this song. Let me dance to this music. Let me laugh to this song. Let me watch this video. Let me laugh. You understand? That's what I want to do. And that's what my music will resonate. That's what I want my people to understand from my music.
And I think that's a perfect lead in to the title of your upcoming release, which is Determination. Can you talk about why you chose that specific title?
I don't know, Ennis, if people have gone through what I've gone, but I do know that we all in life go through a lot of, tribulation, okay? And even my mother said, you know what, you have a good heart, and that's what always puts you where you are. That's why you're not really successful as you should be. But in reality, should I have a cold heart, a hard heart, so that way I can cripple others for me to go above them? No, that's not right. So my obstacles have taught me a lot. Can you imagine that someone in a marriage for 16, 17 years and you don't even know if you were a divorced man? Can you imagine that you've written numerous articles and numerous papers and someone beneath you go take it and take credit? Could you imagine you open probably one of the nicest clubs and then people put together behind your back just to take it? Imagine you go through so much surgery from C2 to C7 where you could be crippled, but yet the Lord said, no, it won't happen, and you keep going. Can you believe that you have a total hip replacement for something that you don't even know is supposed to be bilateral? It happened. You walk right after that surgery, and God said, keep going, because it's not over. Can you imagine that lies that people can tell your own children just to turn their back against you? But yet, the Lord said, forgive and keep forgiving, and you're going to keep going. So all these give me strength, give me that determination, so that way other individuals can say, you know what? I can do it too. I can be determined. And I will do it. And I'm not finished. and I'm not finished. It's just also in the process. I have my book that I'm working on as well. You know, it's called Evil Has a New Face. So all that is determination. And singing, that's what's going to get it. You know? And right now I'm working on a song. And the song says, why are we hurting each other? Why are we killing each other? Oh Lord, yeah. Dear Lord, yeah. Hear me now. You see, so, and it's going to have a beat to it that you're going to have to dance and you're going to have to think. So that's why that album means a lot to me. I've written sponsorship letters, packaged for people to help. Not one individual have responded. I've sent numerous emails, Instagram, everywhere to people, WhatsApp, everything. Even my own friends don't even answer. But that don't stop me, and it won't stop me. Because when God said it's your time to shine, you will shine more than any stars that are out there. And I will shine.
Now let's talk about some of the songs and music videos that you've released.
I've released, the first one is called Dale Bunda. Very nice video. I've released a second video by the name of Flow y Billete. Those two have videos. I released two other songs. One called Born to Raise, and the last one I just finished it. As a matter of fact, last 2 weeks ago. No, not even 2 weeks. A week ago, I just finished it, and it's called Girl I Love You, and that's with a new music producer that I have. I believe that we're going to stay together for a very, very long time on working as in partnership. And he's very talented, very, very talented, very laid back, and he says that we're going to do great things, and I believe so. I have 6 more songs to finish, like the one I just gave you a little outlook of right there. You know, it's just called Why Are We Killing Each Other? I have other ones. There's another one also. It's called Race, that is going to be coming out again soon. So by December, the album should be finished.
Now, what are some of the themes and topics that you cover in some of the songs that you've just mentioned?
In Flow y Billete, we're talking basically about someone's flow, someone's style, and having all the money, having all the girls. But in reality, we have a story in that video. They're showing envy, greed. So that way, you know, we cover that so people don't have about that. And in the Dale Bunda topic, we're just displaying outright having a good time. You know, release stress, just have fun, you know. The Born to Raise, basically talking about myself, you know, here, Born to Raise here in Miami, and doing good things. The Girl I Love You, it talks about the love that anyone would have for a woman, but yet at the same time, she's giving more attention to her friends and other guys. And yet you're telling her that, you know, your love is real. And don't ever leave me, because you probably will not find someone with that much love that will give to you. And the other songs that are coming is going to be deeper, where I will touch in more of social issues.
Now, your song, Girl I Love You, is a song that's very special to you. Can you talk about what you really enjoy about this particular song?
That song, believe it or not, I wrote that song in 1989. '89 when I was a sophomore in college playing ball. And it was longer than that. I just shut it down because I was in love with this woman that was unbelievable, but we were in college. And I loved her with all my heart, soul, everything. I believe it crippled me. It crippled my whole entire part of my life. And today I was able to sing it and just to completely release that bad energy, bad vibe, that I've had for like 20 something years,
Now,
and it means a lot to me. It means a lot to me, that song. And then also, I look at it also with my two daughters, it's almost like the same, we could twist it around and then for what we're going through. And it's touchy.
can you elaborate on the experience of creating and releasing extremely personal music?
I don't know for everybody, but for myself, like you said, it's been hurtful, especially when you know what you've been through. Okay, when you know exactly how hurtful you were, and right now you can't do anything but to talk about it. It hurts. It really hurts, and to release it, you're hoping that everybody is gonna love it, and it's not true at the same time, because everybody not going to love your music, especially your song. So, but you're hoping, you have that behind your back, the back of your head. You're saying, you know what? There's someone out there, or there's 10, or there's 100 men out there that feels the same way I just feel about this woman. And if I can get these 100 men, or these 1,000, or this million men, okay, to support or to like my song, that's a plus. And especially when you release that video, because we're preparing for that video with a story that would really express the entire core of the song, you're going to feel really happy. And I just can't wait. I just can't wait for the video, and which is one thing I did also on my sponsorship package, asking for some help, because I really want to have a video that is going to stand out. And sometimes everything's coming out of my pocket, so sometimes you need help. I'm an independent artist right now. Everything is out of my pocket. Traveling, models, dancers, producers, everything, food, everything out of my pocket. So tracks that you're doing, paying also the musicians, so all that, it's a lot. So I do hope that someone with great vision like I have, that's willing to work together with me to help. And I thank you, Ennis, for giving me this opportunity so I can be heard. I truly appreciate that.
Absolutely. Now, I want to go back to something that you mentioned earlier. Could you talk a little bit more about music being something that you can use to release negativity or bad emotions or things that you've experienced?
Yes. And well, there's all kind of music that could help people. Okay, there's gospel, there's soft rock, there's romantic music, there's all style of music to help. But in reality, I believe that every music can make an impact on someone's life, on someone's well-being, mental well-being as well. Okay, and And if you look at it at times, you have a little baby, and you play a song for the baby, and they start moving, or they'll smile, or they'll cry, but you don't know what's going on inside their head, but they do, because that song, that music made something happen, clicked something inside of them that gave them that vibration, that happiness, that laughter, that tear, that joy. And at times, that tears could be joyful. And, I take it as an example, because they always say that, if a child loves your music, the music must be good. Okay? So, that's what I mean by that. Music can really help heal every wound, every issue. Music can stop war. Music can put people together.
Now, could you briefly describe your music making process?
Well, I sit down and I just think about an issue. For example, I see that all the killing that's always going on. You turn on the news, it's a killing. It's a robbery. And at times, people say it's black on black crime. Oh, it's this on this. And not that it frustrates you, but you say to yourself, there's a solution. There must be a solution. Okay? Because we weren't born with that much hate inside of us. So you sit back and you say, okay, let me write something that can catch, one of these guys. They have so much anger. Maybe they could listen to it. When you tell someone, why are we killing each other? Maybe they could think, like, why? Yeah, in reality, why am I killing him? Why I want to kill him? Why I hate him? Why? We weren't born like that. So that's what gives me the thinking process to write. And I have a lot on my mind to write about. But again, when you by yourself and you don't have like an arranger, which I'm going to be looking for shortly, because I have so many articles and songs, but you need someone at time to collaborate with you, so that way you can make it to be that boom, to be that wow factor song, to just make everybody just stop, listen, and think.
What are some of the joys and also some of the challenges in songwriting?
The joy in songwriting basically is when you got it, when you finish with everything, you pull everything together. Because even when you're recording and you're writing that song, at times you're finding words to put into that song while you are there recording. As you're recording, and they stop and you listen and you say, wow, I think this could go in there. That's the joy, because you're feeling it right now, and you're saying, wow, you know what? It's vibing. It's really cool. It's danceable. It's nice, and that's what's gonna keep you going. That gives you that joy, because you're happy. And to have joy, in writing your music, you have to love it. You have to love music. If you don't love music, you're not going to have the joy for it, no matter what. No matter how good you are. Like they say, there's certain individuals that don't love music, but they have that luck. We all have luck. Okay? But they have that person with opportunity that say, you know what, I choose him or I choose her. And at times you say to yourself, but what about me? Well, like I always write to people, I say, you know what, maybe it's not my time yet. My star will shine, but not yet. So all that, it's that joy, that joy that, hey, someone is going to love my song. Someone's going to listen to it and make others listen to it. Now, what you asked as well with the challenges. The challenges are when you're stuck. Some people call it the writer's block. So you start really well, and then all of a sudden you said, wow, what can I do? I'm stuck. And and you just stuck only just one verse, or you don't have the chorus the way you want to have it. It's frustrating. It's challenging, and because you don't know what to do, so you have to either go back, redo it completely, from scratch. To me, I think that's the challenges. And also, beyond just writing the song, the challenge is to get it out there for people to love it, to like it, to listen to it. Because everybody now wants to charge when they don't know you, okay? And if they knew me, they'll play it on the radio right now. They'll play on the radio station right now. They're probably not even waiting for it to even get mastered. Just the demo. They'll play the demo as long as the demo sounds good. But no, the challenge is that you finish, you pay the money, you have your song masterized, you have your song, just clean, wave style, MP3 style, just ready to go everything. And yet, you're just sitting back and no one say anything. Or when you send someone, the song, and they don't have the audacity or the professionalism to even write back and say, I don't like your song. That makes me feel better than when you don't even write back or don't know anything. That's so disrespectful. And all these things also have to change, because in life also there's karma. Because sometimes people do it not having the right heart to just say, you know what, let me just be honest and just say, okay, you know what, young man, the song that you just sent in is lack of this, lack of that. Because how would you feel if it's you? So, those are the challenges. And then I could go on and on with challenges, but these are the main challenges that I believe that also all the singers, that are independent, or the singers that are just starting off, they will find that as challenging. It's frustrating, but you can't give up. You can't give up. You gotta keep going. And I'm not gonna give up.
What are your music career goals?
My goals right now, Ennis, is for people to appreciate the music. My goals is to make people laugh, dance. I don't see the monetary right now. I see more people getting to know me. That's my goals. I want the whole world to know me. I want the whole world to know me. I want all these youth to know that, I can do it if you can do it. I want all these disabled veterans or disabled individuals also that are civilian, that I can do it also, that they can do it. That's my goal. That's my goal.
Can you share your social media links?
Yes. For my Facebook, it's Rosmond, ROSEMOND, and Gomez-Joseph, GOMEZ-Joseph. For my Facebook page is G-ROZ Sings, or just G-ROZ. For Instagram, it's the same, G-ROZ Sings, GROZSINGS. And Twitter is the same, G-ROZ Sings. YouTube, G-ROZ Sings. So I don't know right now, but I'm working on something.
Is there anyone you'd like to acknowledge for offering you support during your music career?
Right now, I can say for the video, one of the video we filmed in the Dominican Republic, I reached out to a friend of mine. They have a bar in Cabarete that's called the Goddess Bar. Her and her husband, Darren and James, they had offered me their place, and that's where we did film Dalibunda, the very first part of it. The one day we filmed there one day. Well, so that's where I fed everyone that was there. I like to thank also I don't like to single out just one child, when you have 4 kids, but my son Luciano, he's just been amazing to me, because I share a lot of stuff with him. I share every song before it even comes out. I share everything, and his support is so genuine, it's so real. That is more than anybody can do for me in this world. It's just having him giving me that bravo, giving me that confidence, and telling me, Dad, you can do it. Dad, I'm proud of you. Dad, you doing this. Dad, you doing that. How's your pain, Dad? You doing this. He's checking on me all the time. Dad, how's the back? How's the hip? Rest. Dad, rest for today. You could do it. You're giving me motivation, And of course, my wife, Jomari is, I call her Joma because she's my everything. I love her to death. She's my soulmate, and she believed in me, my mother. And I could seem a little tearful, but it's not tearful because it's happiness also. Because she just says one time, and listen to this, it's so funny. She says, excuse my French, say, wow, all this garbage, I listened to it, and no one said anything about your star. I said, baby, you don't have to say that, Because it's real, it's true, because if you don't pay them, they're not going to play it. And these other people, they don't even pay and they play that music. And I said, you know what, our time will come. It's like, she's there to defend me, she's there for the support, she take care of me, she's just an amazing wife. She's just an amazing wife, and I love her to death, and I like to say thank you. My love, thank you so much. I like to say thank you to my mother, and my children, to all four of them. Thank you. And Ennis, thank you. Thank you to BMJ Records as well, to Benjamin that introduced me to you, and right now, because, I'm not even in the long run yet, and I've already got hurt by an old producer, just to show you how this business is, and that's why the first 3 songs I did with him, and when you do so much for him, and then he stabs you in the back, so now I'm with a new producer, and I like to thank him, is El Shock Produciendo. And I like to thank also Martin Reyes, M&R. He's the one who does my videos. They're supporting me. And then when that issue occurred, that was Martin Reyes who does the video, where that producer I had in the past had supposed to appear with me, for that video. And at the last minute, he says he's not going to do it. And you know what Martin Reyes did? He says, it's going to go on, and I know what I'm going to do. And he cut his part out so good, so professional, and he introduced me to his cousin that's a way better producer. So you see God work in mysterious ways, because when God wants you to continue, he's going to, no obstacles can stop you. No obstacles, nothing can stop you. So right there again, he opened another door. And God's going to keep opening doors for me. And I just can't wait to see the outcome.
Now, is there anything else you'd like to promote or share?
I like to promote my t-shirt. My t-shirt, this is my brand. The t-shirt on the front says G-ROZ Saints with a nice picture. And on the back it says race. And the reason why I have I did the meeting myself. It says, remember, we all came equal. It's time for us to get together. We are all equal. We are all the same. So I like to promote my shirt. People could purchase it, order it on Instagram, on Facebook page, everywhere. They could find it. And also my shoes line that just came out also, G-ROZ. They're made in Italy. So order your shoes. The color, it's colorful and beautiful with a nice, beautiful urban look. So it's nice. And also we have sandals also that's coming. And high top are coming also. So we're working hard. We're working hard, and I'm going to be planning great stuff, for everybody, for the world, for the youth, so that way they could dress nice, raise those specs up.
All right, I would like to give a very big thank you to my guests for joining me here today on the Creative Collective. As always, write your comments below. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video. And for all of your promotion, marketing, as well as music career consulting needs, email ennisproductions@gmail.com.